This is a 1/4 inch stainless steel tubing that carries the CO2 to the unit. This is the bottle connection. It's got a gasket already in there to prevent leaks. You just tighten the 1/4 inch nut to the compression here, tighten this gold nut to the bottle, and open the bottle slowly and you got CO2. This is the air line that comes with the unit. This is for nitrogen, as well as this regulator here. This regulator and this hose go hand in hand for nitrogen. Most of the customers prefer nitrogen. It's a cleaner propellant. The other item in the box is a foot switch. The left switch is just the clean dry air or cool dry air by itself, room temperature, no heat. The right foot switch is CO2 plus heated air. Typically you would clean with the right foot switch, dry your part with the left foot switch. This is the quick start guide for the CPU 1000 Snow Pen 941. I'm just going to go over quickly what to connect to this machine. After you've taken it out of the Pelican case, you'll notice that there's 5 different items. There's a foot switch, an air line, a regulator, and a CO2 line, as well as some connections for power to this unit. First, you can take the power cord out and you can go ahead and plug it in the back of the unit. So this guy here, it's 115 VAC. This can plug in. Okay. Then we take our CO2 1/4 inch stainless steel braided line. And this is bringing in liquid CO2 to the machine. The customer can choose between air or nitrogen, or there's a couple different propellants they can use. For this case, we're just using regular air, clean dry air. So I'm going to hook this up here. With the package comes a regulator for nitrogen. A lot of customers who like a cleaner air use nitrogen. This here is the foot switch. Left pedal is air. Before operating the unit, make sure this 1/4 inch stainless steel braided hose line is tightened. You don't want the 800 or 1200 psi going anywhere. You can come turn on this switch. It'll light up. Everything's already preset here for the optimal temperature. You don't need to mess with it. You can if you want. A cooler temperature is gonna create a little bit more condensation when you're cleaning. That's why we already have an optimal temperature set. If you go too hot, it'll dissipate the liquid crystal CO2 and affect your cleaning negatively. So here's the standard handle. We've got a standard green peak in there. And to operate, you just press this foot switch, the right foot switch. First you can set your air to what you want. Right now we just at 40 psi. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the floor. So with the foot switch on the floor, you can operate the unit with both your hands, cranking up the air to 80 psi. And now to get the flow of CO2 going, you can open your bottle to the unit. And ideally you want to have 800 psi coming from the bottle. And then you go over to your metering valve here under snow control. And you just slowly counterclockwise turn the metering valve until you have a nice amount of CO2, not too much, not too little. And you can feel with your hand the particles. It won't hurt unless you keep it there for a long time. Over time the unit will heat up and you'll get the optimal temperature and you won't see any condensation down here at the nozzle. And that's all there is to it.